Hello everyone, this is Vishwet Shaha, faculty member in the Department of Microbiology, Vijay Krishna Girls College, Howrah for the last 13 years. In this particular video tutorial, we are going to discuss about the synthetic aspartame, which is also known as the artificial sweetener.
So the topic of discussion is artificial sweetener, synthetic aspartame. So aspartame is a molecule composed of some amino acids, but it is synthetic. That means man-made. We prepared this thing. Why? Because it is sweet in nature and it is approximately 200 times more sweet than the sucrose. We know we always use sucrose as a sweetener. When you want to prepare some sweet, you need to add sucrose molecule. But there are several patients available, they are not able to take sucrose because sucrose is a carbohydrate, and those persons that have a limited amount of insulin hormone, they are known as the sugar patient. What is sugar patient? A sugar patient means something that don't have insulin production in their regulated way. That means whenever we are taking some food, the level of insulin production might increase. But those people that do not have adequate production of insulin hormone, in that case the sugar will not be taken up by the cell and the sugar will remain in our blood, and that is why if we test sugar in our blood, the level of sugar must be higher than the expected amount. So the function of the insulin, once again, the function of the insulin is to absorb glucose or sugar in our cell. So say our blood have glucose molecule, we are in fed state. Fed state means we have glucose in our blood, glucose in blood. These glucose must be taken up by the cell, and for this what we need that insulin hormone. Insulin hormone actually helps absorption of glucose from the blood into the cell. But if anyone is devoid of that insulin or less amount of insulin production is occurring in their body, in that case glucose will remain in their blood. As a result, that person will be regarded as a high sugar content person. As a result, those persons that have a high sugar, that is lack of insulin or deficiency of insulin, in those persons we normally advise to take artificial sweetener, which is called synthetic aspartame. Aspartame, as the name suggests, it is composed of some amino acid. Two amino acids are actually present here. One is the aspartic acid, as you can see. This is the structure of the aspartic acid. Aspartic acid is joined with the phenylalanine. This is the phenylalanine structure, and along with the aspartic acid and phenylalanine, a methyl group is also available. So if we hydrolyze this synthetic aspartame, what will be the product? The product will be, as you can see, there are two natural amino acids. L-aspartic acid will be there, L-phenylalanine will be there, and it may also generate methyl alcohol, methanol, because OCH3 is there. So after hydrolysis, it will produce CH3OH. So there will be three products. After hydrolysis, one will be the aspartic acid, the second one will be the L-phenylalanine. Both are L, that is a naturally occurring amino acid, and the third one is the methyl alcohol. It is approximately 200 times more sweeter than sucrose, but their sweetness or their half-life, actually this structure is very much unstable. This structure is very much unstable if you regulate the pH. When the pH is approximately 4.3, it is relatively stable. Its half-life is about 300 days. That means if you start with 1 gram of synthetic aspartame, at pH 4.3, after 300 days, the value will be 0.5. This is actually half-life. That means if you start with 1 gram, after 300 days, the value of the amount of this molecule will be just half of its initial value. That means here it is 0.5. But if you change the pH from 4.3 to pH 7, its half-life is only few days. That means this particular structure is basically a non-saccharide, because whenever we are dealing with some sweet means it is composed of carbohydrate. But here it is a non-saccharide. Non-saccharide means it is not a carbohydrate, because if you can see the structure, it is composed of amino acids. 2 amino acids plus 1 methyl group is there. So that is why this compound is a non-saccharide compound, and it is relatively unstable at pH 7 because its half-life is only a few days. So aspartame is actually made up of 3 things: aspartic acid, phenylalanine and methyl, in a ratio of 4:5:1 by mass. Aspartic acid, phenylalanine and methanol in a ratio of 4:5:1 by mass. If we mix this thing, they will ultimately produce aspartic acid. If we hydrolyze this thing, ultimately they will generate formaldehyde and formic acid. If we hydrolyze the ultimate product like methyl alcohol or phenylalanine or aspartic acid is completely broken down, they will ultimately produce formaldehyde and formic acid. So this is all about synthetic aspartame.